1 year after Animal Crossing New Horizons release and months of built-up anticipation later, Build-A-Bear has finally released Animal Crossing stuffed animals, and people aren't too excited about it. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to my channel, my name is Alyssa, and if you're new here, consider subscribing if you're into Animal Crossing, Nintendo in general, or art and cute stuff like this. I'll be working on a little speed painting of a Build-A-Bear style stuffed animal of Stitches in the background. I thought it might be cute to make Stitches fit the existing mold of their cuddly teddy bear design they already offer rather than just draw Stitches, since I've already done that already. I'm recording this video a day after Build-A-Bear hit Twitter trending topics due to outrage over the launch of their Animal Crossing collection, which consisted of 2 plushes of Isabelle and Tom Nook, and not a whole lot else. No little accessories for them to carry, no variation to their outfits, just exactly what they look like in the game, and that's it. The only real customization option you appear to have is choosing the little sounds on the inside. They have an Isabelle sound box, a Tom Nook one, and one that just plays the New Horizons theme song, but not really any other options besides that. That was the whole launch of their collection. People also seem to be a little disappointed in the overall quality level of these plush toys. I think they look fine, but some of the memes were pretty funny anyway. This disappointment and mockery on social media led to Build-A-Bear trending for the entire day yesterday, but I'm here to say after reading a little more, hope is not lost for those of you waiting for other Animal Crossing character plushes. There's a post by Animal Crossing World on Twitter that caught my eye, which elaborates on a rumor some have had about future Build-A-Bear Animal Crossing releases. The gist of this, I guess, theory is that when you go to the Build-A-Bear website and search for something that doesn't exist, you just get the typical 404 error page as you would expect, but some Animal Crossing character names in the search lead to an Animal Crossing Coming Soon page. If you assume that all the character names that turn up this Coming Soon result are in fact being made soon, the characters that have been found so far include KK Slider, Raymond, Audie, Marshall, Fauna, Bob, Coco, Meringue, Diana, Anka, and the most obvious choice of all, Stitches. This isn't a guarantee of these characters being added to the lineup, but it's pretty exciting news regardless. Further confirmation of this collection eventually being a real collection and not just the 2 most obvious characters in the franchise comes from a tweet reply. Someone tweeted out in defense of Build-A-Bear saying they will probably add villagers once time goes on, kinda like they did with the My Little Pony collection. They started out with a few and expanded from there, to which the official Build-A-Bear account replied with a wink emoji. In addition to this good news, that it's all but confirmed that more is on the way, if you're really in desperate need of a plush of a different Animal Crossing character, including rarer characters like maybe a Brewster plush or something like that, there are a ton of really amazing sellers on Etsy that you can check out. I'm going to link a Twitter thread in the description below that links to many of these amazing plush makers that you can choose from. With all that said, did people really have the right to be disappointed? Since you can just buy plushes from Etsy sellers already, and since there's pretty obviously going to be an expansion to this collection, is there really anything to be disappointed about? I do really think Build-A-Bear fumbled this launch. My knee-jerk reaction to the announcement was also disappointment, since I was really looking forward to seeing how they'd interpret Stitches if they were going to make it its own unique design like they've done with Tom Nook and Isabelle, or if they were going to adapt their existing bear template like I'm doing the sketch of here in the background. I was curious to see how they'd approach Stitches' design, since that seemed like the most obvious Animal Crossing Build-A-Bear crossover. So I was also disappointed by this, and the launch should have included at least a 3rd character. In my opinion, they should have included KK Slider if he is in fact in the plans to be made. Tom Nook and Isabelle are on practically every piece of Animal Crossing merchandise that exists, especially Tom Nook. People are kind of sick of seeing Tom Nook. There's thousands of pieces of things you can get with Tom Nook on them. So people aren't really excited by Tom Nook and Isabelle. There are obviously 480 villagers. I should know, I drew every single one of them and it took a long time. So obviously they can't make plush toys of every single villager, let alone the special character NPCs and all that. But it would have been nice to see KK Slider, who, while he does have quite a bit of merch, is a little bit less common than Tom Nook and Isabelle, at least for this initial launch. And I also understand that due to production delays and manufacturing delays due to the pandemic, or, maybe all the stuff was stuck on the boat that was stuck in the canal, who knows, maybe they did intend to launch more at this launch rather than just Tom Nook and Isabelle. But it would have been nice to have a coming soon announcement linked to this launch, instead of just having a wink face emoji reply to someone insinuating that more is to come. It would be nice to have a confirmation that, yes, this is just wave 1, there will be more waves of villagers and other characters coming very soon. It would have been nice to have a notice of that on the webpage, because to somebody just looking to buy a gift or something for themselves, all they're going to see is this big, announcement and countdown to this big launch, and then it's just the 2 most obvious characters without any outfit variations or anything like that. It's pretty underwhelming, and I totally get why people were disappointed. I was a little disappointed as well. I also think Build-A-Bear should have included a couple accessories. Some people expressed this viewpoint as well, that there should have been maybe a little bag of bells for Tom Nook, or like a net and a fishing rod type of item that you can purchase optionally that the characters can hold, or, use a little Velcro tab and hold on to, or whatever they do for Build-A-Bear. But what do you guys think? Do you think all the rumors about the upcoming releases are true? And if so, who are you most excited to see? What villager or character would you love to see Build-A-Bear do next? Or which super obscure character would you love to see that even Etsy plush makers haven't gotten around to creating yet? Let me know in the comments below. And in addition to this Stitches plush art, I'll be posting a little sketch of plush versions of Wilbur and Orville over on my Patreon, where I'll also be uploading the real-time paint process footage of this Stitches art over there, if you want to see more of this art process. Special thanks to my patrons, the coolest people on earth. If you want to be one of the coolest people ever, you can become a patron, or if you'd like to support my channel for free, you can subscribe if you haven't already, or sign up for my monthly mailing list over at alyssaaaron.com/hi. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your day.